Details of Armageddon for money laundering LLCs. Hi there, crypto fans. Dick Allgire here again in the beautiful Hawaiian Islands. Some irritation with my last segment where I was teasing some new regulations that are going to have a severe, almost catastrophic impact on many LLC owners in tax-free states in the United States of America. And people were like, you didn't tell us a damn thing, it was just a tease. So I'm going to give you some of the details because I don't like for you to be irritated with me. All right, here's the basis of this story. There are hundreds of thousands of LLCs in tax-free states like Delaware and Wyoming that are states that don't have open book requirements of disclosing who owns the LLC. So you can open the LLC under any name you want and no one can find out who really owns it. And these states, you don't have to pay taxes in them. Okay, what's going to happen to all these LLCs starting January 1st, 2024? There's something called the Corporate Transparency Act, and part of that has real address requirements. And what that means is if you open an LLC in a tax-free state, you have to prove that you're the owner and you have to show KYC. Not only that, you have to really have an address there. What they've been doing in the past is you get a registered agent in Wyoming or in Delaware, and that agent gives you an address. They just have like 212 Blaine Lane down the street from Hunter Biden, Delaware, or zip code, whatever, and that's your mail drop, and they process your mail for you, but there's no real address. All those addresses have been flagged. So if you're running an LLC with a fake address given to you by a registered agent, the banks will not allow you to do any business. The Treasury Department is going to flag that. This is going to get really ugly. It's called the Corporate Transparency Act. It has real address requirements. This is going to be enforced by the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network of the Treasury Department. Oh, why do we need 87,000 new IRS agents? Because those guys are going to be scouring the books of all these LLCs and making sure that all your little LLCs, the tax-free states, who owns that and what kind of taxes have you been paying? And if you don't adhere to these requirements, the banks aren't going to let you, your bank account is going to be frozen. Registered agents are going to be flagged. You're going to have to do what's called a beneficial ownership information report, where you're going to have to disclose all your information. This is the people in control, like a boa constrictor. When you exhale, they tighten up, and they keep tightening and they keep tightening. They're plugging all the holes. They're sealing all the loopholes. They're going to get their pound of flesh. They're going to get your taxes one way or the other. This is beginning the clampdown January 1st. Well, if you want to see more on this, we did a 40-minute interview with someone very knowledgeable, someone who will not come on YouTube, someone who's very private, but will do this in a private setting, which is our site, futureforecastinggroup.com. I don't want to make this too much of a plug for that, but it's futureforecastinggroup.com, and we have a long segment on it. But this is coming. You can look it up. Look up Corporate Transparency Act, real address requirements. If you have an LLC, if you've been listening to someone that's been telling you how to avoid taxes with an LLC, we would never do that. We don't give tax advice. We don't give financial advice, but we do give information. This is information you're going to need to know because the law is changing in less than a month. Over and out.